FIFA 21 is not quite done yet. Footies is coming. Make sure you go to U7Buy, link in the description down below. Use my code Zayder at checkout for 5% off. Footies is coming soon. Get some coins. Make sure you play with your favorite players while you still have time. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to another FIFA 22 video for you guys. Man, I know you guys love these ones. We're gonna keep giving you more. This is how video number 1 did stats-wise. This is how video number 2 did stats-wise. I'm personally very happy. Hopefully you guys are really enjoying the content, and I really do want to put more out for you guys. But just recently, last Saturday, I got called in back to work for the first time since March 2020, which is great. It means more money, more yay, woohoo. But it also means less time being able to spend on Instagram posting, being able to post here, editing, video ideas, all these things. And right now they have me working from like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is a big chunk of my day, taking me 30 minutes to go to there and then get back. I wake up at 5:30, I go to the gym, and then I come back, and then I go to work, and then I want to go out when I come home, so I really don't have that much time on my hands right now. So today, Tuesday, is my day off, and we are making content because that's my favorite thing to do. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you guys are new, and make sure you drop a like if you haven't already for some more content, man. You guys are loving it. I'm loving you guys. I do appreciate all the love, man. All right, but here we go, man. I want to give a big shout out to Donk, man. Donk, Langpard. A lot of people are really doing these leaks, and they're doing such a good job for the community. So a big shout out to them. How I said, I'm only the reporter. I take no credit for this at all. Shout out to these guys. I don't know how they're getting this info, but they're getting this info, and low-key, it's getting me kind of hyped. So hopefully it's getting you guys hyped too. But the first piece of news that we do have that's gonna flash across my screen is I have been told FUT 22 is the biggest change in Ultimate Team since FUT 17, which is of course when FUT drafts were introduced, I believe it is, and champs at the same time, was it? Well, so something like that. And then almost every game mode has been revamped, new card types and more. You will go through with more soon. So first of all, this is good news, man. It means that there's really going to be big changes coming to Ultimate Team, which kind of makes sense, I guess, since they decided to kind of delay everything because of the pandemic. They were like, okay, scrap 21, whatever, we'll put out a decent game, we'll support it for a little bit, but we're gonna go crazy in 22. Now, of course, the title of this video, what is the most important and biggest FIFA 22 news today? This is probably the biggest FIFA news we've gotten in the past 4 or 5 years, in my opinion. FUT champ changes in FIFA 22. Weekend League qualification required every single week, 5 games, 3 needed, and 3 attempts. Weekend League will only be 20 games. You know how great that is? New player reward system, higher rank equals better version of the card. Shout out to King Lampard. This is what we've been asking for so long. Daily knockout tournaments are one of the best things they have ever done, and they took it away. So that it looks like that's going to be coming back in a certain way. I like this because it kind of gives you a reason to actually play the game during the week, because people will say, oh, but I have to play rivals during the week. I mean, at one point, you're not going to want to play rivals. You're literally going to want to qualify for Weekend League because that's going to be more important. So you can play rivals and Weekend League. This is only 3 wins that you need out of 5 games. Only 20 games of Weekend League. Sounds like paradise. On average, I would say you can get about 3 games per hour. Sometimes you can get 4, but if it goes to extra time, if it goes to penalties, if the game just drags on for whatever reason, most of the time it's going to be about 3 games per hour. So of course, like let's say you divide 20 by 3, it's about 6 hours of gameplay over a weekend, which I think is much more doable compared to like about the 10 hours of gameplay needed now, 10 to 12, sometimes even more. And the most important part, a new player reward system means the better you play, the better rewards you get. Wow, it makes sense. We've been asking for this for the longest time, and it's like the easiest thing they could have ever done. They could have done this, and they should have done this years ago, because it's such a common sense thing. So hopefully it's as good as it sounds. So the next FIFA 22 news that we do have, shout out to Donk once again, over 4,000 new animations added to FIFA 22. A lot of them are next gen only, with hypermotion technology being used. To make it clear, the weekly pre-order packs are gone as well. It has been replaced by 4,600 FIFA points instead, which I think is an incredible move. Now let me talk about the FIFA points things first. I think this is much better because these FIFA points, you can use them for something like draft. You can open them for the first promo of the game. I would personally recommend just spamming draft, because this is such a good way to like start a no money spent account. Spam draft, play with some players, have some fun, and get some packs. You get to try out the gameplay, get better at the game. It's literally just a win-win. When it comes to the new animations though, this is kind of what worries me. I feel like hypermotion technology is going to be, it worries me, it scares me. I don't want to be negative, and I don't want to say it's going to be bad, but I feel like it might be, and here's why. So if you see on the trailer, I think you see players like Mbappe, like Hazard, Sterling, all these players that are good dribbling and all these things that have like these cool animations. These are all technically expensive, high-end, pay-to-win players. If these players have animations that are magically just good and that happen naturally without us having to actually input it into the game, that is already bad, because we have already animations in FIFA 21 that super high-end players just do because they want to, and it's without user input, and it's just based on luck and RNG. So what I'm trying to say is this could make pay to win a little bit stronger than it has to be, which could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I don't know. The next thing that we do have is the official FIFA 22 release dates. Now, I told you guys like a couple videos ago, I think it was 2 videos ago, the first FIFA 22 video, that I knew the release dates, I knew this is when it was going to come out, blah blah blah. This is actually more accurate. On the 22nd of September, we're going to get the web app and the play trial, which I believe is the 12, 10 hours that you get for EA access, whatever. Then early access is if you pre-order the big boy edition, you get early access to the entire game 3 days early. So the full release is on the 1st of October. Early access, which is the pre-order full game, is on the 27th, and then the EA trial, EA access, EA play, whatever they call it at this point, is an entire 5 days before. So 22nd of September is when you're going to be able to get your full hands on the game, or I should say like full hands on the final game, but you're limited to a certain amount of hours. Next up, we have like a small detail. If you care, you care. If you don't, then you don't, but this might be something interesting to you guys. We have Foot Zone Central, shout out to him. Atletico Madrid are getting new face scans. Expect all players to have a face scan in FIFA 22 as they are partnered with EA. So I guess that's kind of cool. I guess we have more players that are going to get face scans and actually look more realistic. We're still waiting for a lot of big players, particularly Ronaldo Sanchez, to get a face scan. Hopefully he moves to Liverpool and gets one. But yeah, Atletico Madrid players having a face scan, kind of cool, I guess. I mean, they're making some decent signings, so I guess I just want Joao Felix to not look like a 14-year-old boy anymore, man. That's all I ask for. Okay, the last couple of news that we have here, we have 2 more screenshots. You'll be able to put tattoos on more of your player in player career mode, which I guess it's kind of cool. Most people don't really do player career modes anymore, but if there's something like that's enticing about it, then people will go over to it and check it out. I've been informed there's cutscenes also in player career mode where offer contracts or contract offers, talking to the manager and talking to the press and more, which I guess is kind of cool, but how I said, most people rather do the manager career mode, so this might be like a really small detail. And then last but not least, this one might break some hearts. Online career mode will not be in FIFA 22. Now, I believe we did have like a rumor going around that it was going to be online career mode because they had like a job listing kind of explaining that that's what they needed help with, because they put one and one together and it kind of just made sense. But that is going to be it for all the content today, guys. All the FIFA 22 content for you guys in one place. I'm doing my best to get you guys everything I can. So hopefully it is helpful. Hopefully you guys are sharing it with your friends, man. Don't be selfish. Get them in on the FIFA 22 news. Make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day.